Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Let's Cry Together, where you're not required to cry, but if you want to, you definitely don't have to do it alone. I am super excited for our guest today. It's my girl, and I am just so excited to have her. We've got Lyric with us today. She is thebomb.com. She does lots of things. She's a mother. She's a business owner. She does all the things. So I'm going to let you introduce herself, and then I'm going to get into how I know her and just our relationship, and then we'll talk for real.
Hello, my name is Lyric. I also go by Lee. I'm a licensed esthetician and I have a business called The House of Lee, and I'm also a stay at home mom.
Period. So, um, Lyric and I, we met in what? College?
Yeah,
But we
2017.
we weren't like friends. Like you were friends with people that I knew. I was friends with people that she knew. But then as I don't know, it would have been like
I think it kind of just merged into, because I feel like after everyone left
yeah,
Akron, it was just like you were so close to the group of
Alani,
friends
yeah,
that I
yeah,
was
and
close
Kaya.
with. Yeah, it just kind of merged to be like just that,
Yeah, and it turned
honestly.
out to be great.
Yeah,
It turned
cause
out to be
yeah,
great.
cause we definitely like talked and stuff in college, but I don't think we necessarily like hung out
Yeah,
one
yeah.
on one kind of vibe. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely after is when I think we start to have our own like relationship.
Yeah. And I think I mean we can talk more about this like for real, but I just think just being able to like see that transformation from like just being acquaintances, high and by type of thing to like, oh, now she's sitting on this couch with
Yeah.
me here today. And I get to watch her like, just go through different things in her life and she's doing the same for me, and so I think it's just cool to just see like we were literally little kids and now
Yeah.
we're like grown women out here
Right.
doing grown women things, and
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
literally.
okay. But so the first thing we normally do is we have a question of the episode. This is a moment for all of us kind of just to answer a question, but also get the people out there answering questions and stuff like that too. Kind of our moment to like engage with each other. But our question, I can answer or you can answer first. It's totally up to us. But the question is, why do you get up? Simple question, difficult answer.
Why do I get up in the morning? Or why do I?
However you take it. So,
Okay.
why do you get up in the morning? What's your reason for just continuing to do whatever you do every day?
Yeah.
So honestly, take it however you want to take it.
That's
And
a
if you want me to answer first, I can.
No, I can answer because I feel like I know what I want to say,
Okay.
honestly. That's a really good question, though, that I feel like I would never thought about.
Yeah.
But I think now that before I became a mom, me being like an overachiever and having goals and all that, that's always just been within me.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you become a mother, it's like not just about me anymore.
Right. Yeah.
But I guess I have two parts to the answer, but they both coincide with each other. I do have the same goals and aspirations for myself, and I just feel like outside of being a mother, I'm still like lyric, and
Right.
that's one thing I'm really big on.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people they let motherhood like really consume them and not be like their whole identity.
Yeah, they get
But
lost.
but I feel like being a mother is a part of me, but it's not my whole identity.
Right.
So getting up in the morning, the first part is for me to like keep going and do what I want to do, but then as well it's like I have a child to take care of and I have
Yeah.
to show up for her every day. So getting up when I'm like tired or if I want to be in bed, it's like, she's up, I have to feed her, I have to
Yeah.
change her, I have
Yeah.
to do all those things. Like she's depending on me. If I don't do it,
Right. It ain't
nobody's
gonna
gonna
get
do it.
done.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
get done. So it's like a two-part thing. And there are some days where I'm not motivated, like in my career or motivated to just get up in general, but it's like she's gonna do it. And there are other times where it's like I know I have certain things to do, so it's like I'm excited to do it and
Right. Yeah.
plan and get content and do all that. So that's another reason on top of obviously my child. So
Right.
I feel like it just depends on like the day, but yeah, at the same time it's still the same thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's for you, but it's also for the baby
Right.
too, which makes sense because I mean I don't have a kid. So my answer would be your first part. So I mean I get up because if I don't, then I mean there's lots of things I won't get done. But I also think I get up because I know there's people watching. Like I know that if I don't get up, I'm gonna like miss something that I'm supposed to be doing that's gonna affect somebody else. So like in church we were talking about how like what did they say? They're basically saying like, you're doing all these things, but it's not just for you. It's for somebody else. It's gonna affect somebody else. So I know like if I don't, then I could negatively affect somebody else. So I just be trying to make sure like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to get up and do all of these things. I don't want to do all this stuff. But if I don't, I'm gonna be messing up something for somebody else. So I think that's why I get up.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I think also with having that, because there are days when you yourself you just don't want to do
Don't
it.
want to do it.
But when you have that reminder, it's like, I gotta push through
Right,
for
like you don't have a choice.
yeah, for whoever it is, or whatever that looks like for you. So no, I definitely understand that for sure.
And I think it's easier to not do it for yourself, but when you have to do it for somebody else, it's like, okay, I can't just not do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, y'all make sure y'all answer that question. The question, if you didn't hear it the first time, it was, why do you get up? And you can take that however you want to take that. And just let us know. What's your reason? What's your why? But our first real question is, how has motherhood been to you, and what has that transformation looked like? Because I knew young Lyric. We were young and turned, and so now we're moving into these adult things, these woman things, and we still young and turned, but there's other responsibilities that we have in life, and I've been watching the transformation, and so I guess I just want you to speak to that, like that transition.
It is definitely been a transition.
Yeah.
I think initially when I got pregnant, no one, friends and family, would have thought I would have a kid. I didn't even think I would have a kid.
Yeah.
So like, it was a complete shocker. I was always just given like the rich auntie vibes. Like, yeah, that was just my thing. And like, I didn't have any, I had responsibilities, but like, it was just me. I mean, I had a cat, but you just put food, water down, and that's really it. So, when I found out I was pregnant, it was honestly a really difficult thing for me to grasp onto. Partly because I never wanted kids. So it's like, no, now, wow, I'm pregnant. I have life literally growing in me.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I have to change. And like, I don't know what that change is going to look like. I'm not ready to change.
Yeah.
Like, ideas that I had in my life, like the road that I was going to go down, it's not going to look like that anymore.
Right, yeah.
So initially, and just say that this is like a long kind of answer.
Yeah.
Because there's so many layers to it. So when I did find out, I had all those thoughts and just how I wanted my life to be.
Yeah.
And so with that, I struggled with going back and forth between like having an abortion or keeping her. And that was something that was so like emotional. It was so emotional, so heavy. Like my friends who, because wasn't telling nobody at that time, obviously, but the few friends that I did know that like carried me through that, I let them down. Because literally when I say every other day, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have an abortion. No, I'm going to keep her.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have an abortion. No, I'm going to keep her. No, I'm scared. Like I just was like so emotional in that. Not just for the baby, but for myself. Like this was a life altering thing. And so I was just at such a weird space in my life in my walk with God. And I just felt like I was in this tug of war between like my flesh and the spirit so bad, to the point where I would go out, get drunk, kick it, do all the things, and then go home and literally like cry my heart out. Like, God, I really do want to change. And like, I know these are things that I shouldn't be. I was feeling conviction, but not enough to make me really change because I was still doing it.
Yeah.
And so I was just at this tug of war, but I genuinely enjoyed getting drunk. I genuinely enjoyed being in the club.
Yeah.
I enjoy all those things. And that was something that when I prayed, I was honest and open, like, God,
I'm having fun.
Yeah, like I'm loving this stuff.
Yeah.
So like, just please like change the desire of my heart. So like, I don't even have this anymore. And so that was my prayer for months, even before I was pregnant. Like that was something I was internally going through. So then when I got pregnant,
he set you down, bro.
I mean, literally
did it on purpose.
He sat me down. And so when that happened, at first I was like, this is my punishment. Like I'm getting punished for doing this when I knew I shouldn't have been. And so I will never forget, I had my friend had came over my house, Kaya, and she was pregnant at the time with twins. And I had told her I was going through all this stuff, so she came and hung out, and I was just sharing with her what I was going through. And I was at this tug of war, and we were just vibing, having a girls' night. And then she, like the next morning, I had like a really, really bad breakdown in my shower. And like I was crying every day, but this cry was like gut wrenching. Like it was like something off of a movie, like literally. And she was just in the bathroom, like getting ready for church and all that, just letting me have my moment. And I remember getting out the shower. And before this, I obviously, okay, I'll just say this. I was praying to God, like, I don't know what to do. Like, please just give me a sign. Like, please just tell me that you're going to have your hand over the situation, even when I don't see no outcome. I don't see anything right now. So just tell me that, you're going to have me, and I'll put my faith in you, even when I don't know what that looks like. So I remember getting out the shower, and I had my towel on, and she just literally like hugged me and was like embracing me. And she started praying over me, and she started like speaking in tongues. And she was just saying, I will literally never forget this. Like, it brings tears to my eyes. She was just like, as she was speaking in tongues, you are mine and you cannot have her. You are mine and you cannot have her. And so in that moment, I knew what that meant for me, because I knew what I was going through, what I had went through before I was pregnant, and what I was praying for. And in that moment, like, God is really speaking through her to me. So she didn't know, what that truly meant to me until after, when I decided to keep my daughter and I had her. And I just told her, like, I just thank you for being there, and God using you to speak to me. And she was like, that's crazy, because at that time, like, I was like really not in my word. I hadn't spoken in tongue. Like, I just wasn't doing the things that I usually do in my walk. So like, for me to even do that, like, I was shocked for myself, and I didn't know that. So that was literally the Holy Spirit like working. So literally after that day, I was just like, okay, I have to keep her. Girl, a week after that, I scheduled an abortion. I was just like, even though I had the answer, it was just like, there's that no way. Like literally, it was still a battle.
Because that flesh is strong.
Girl, I'm like, the devil be mad.
He be big.
He be mad.
And he be trying to do his biggest one.
Yes, he cannot. So I literally booked that. I had it planned. It was Thanksgiving. My family lives in Akron. And so my grandpa had picked me up to go to Akron. So I was feeling like sick to my stomach, not from the baby, but like so much overwhelmed. Like, I was so overwhelmed and anxious. Like, I would be sick to my stomach literally every day. So my grandpa came. I'm like, I'm feeling sick. He's like, do you need a Sprite? I'm like,
I need a lot more than Sprite,
literally, Sprite. I'll take it, but this ain't about no Sprite, baby. So my grandpa, oh my God, I love him. So, we're driving, and my grandpa's a pastor, so I've had plenty of talks to him about, my faith and God and all of the things, on top of him being my grandfather. So we were in the car, girl, and I just felt like, I don't know why I told him, but that was God speaking as well. So I said earlier, I felt like I was being punished for this. And so I was just like, I got to tell you something. And he was like, what's wrong, baby girl? That's what he called me. What's wrong, baby girl? And I just start crying, because I felt like, I already feel bad. I feel ashamed. I feel like this is a punishment. And then it's like my poppy, like, he's like a dad to me. And like, my mom had me at 17. So it's like, it's just like all these emotions that, that I feel like I've let him down as well. So I was just like, you're going to have a great grandchild possibly. And he was just like, are you serious? And I was just sharing with him how I felt and how I was feeling convicted, and I felt like embarrassed and ashamed. And he was just like, a child is a gift no matter the circumstance.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you feel conviction, you just know that God is with you. Like, where you don't want to be is where you feel nothing. And I was like, wow, like, I really, really needed to hear that. And I don't know what I expected his response to be, but it was just so like warm and welcoming. And he was just hugging me and was like, it's gonna be okay. And so after that, I was just like, wow, like, God is really revealing himself to me through this.
Yeah.
So after that, I was just like, wow, like I'm really doing this. And so, yeah, I obviously like kept my daughter, and literally after I decided that and I put all of my faith into him, and it was so hard at times, like just
Yeah.
with finances, and I was struggling to pay bills. So I'm like, how am I gonna pay?
How am I have a kid? I can't barely pay for myself
Yeah, I
sometimes.
got a
Yeah.
one bed. I gotta get a two now.
Yeah.
Like at the time, me and her dad, we were still learning. We were still learning each other. So it was still like the beginning stages of that. So it
Yeah.
was just like all of these things, and literally he kept me through my pregnancy, financially, spiritually, like any worry that I had, it was none.
Yeah.
It was none. And then I was so scared to give birth. I was so scared to give birth. My labor was so seamless. Like
Yeah.
any worry that I did have, I would put my faith in him, and it was like he completely just
Like nipped it in the bud.
nipped in the bud. And then even literally after that, with myself and being an entrepreneur, having to take a break, and me having a shop in Springfield, which is by Dayton. It's a really small town, for those who may not know Springfield. But
Pull up.
but I was trying to move my shop to Columbus, the bigger city, for years, and it just was not working.
Yeah.
But it was my way,
Right.
how I wanted it to
Yeah.
be. And literally, he created the opportunity for me to have this salon space there overnight. So it was like all these things that I was trying so hard to do myself before I was pregnant. It was like when I put all my faith in him, he was just opening door after door after door
Once you
after
really
door.
started believing.
Yeah. So from that, I was just like, God, like I really just surrender myself to you. Like
Yeah.
I really do. And it just started to grow from that. So the question that you had of what has motherhood been like, it's been a blessing, but also it's been something that has transformed me in my walk in my faith, like completely. Like
Yeah.
my daughter really changed my life, and not just my earthly life, like my eternal life.
Right. Yeah.
So
She's
it
spitting. Y'all not even hearing her.
so like
Y'all not even
it
hearing
really
her.
has been a humongous transition for me.
Yeah.
And so I used to like being younger turn, all those things,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's still like I'm still, lyric, I'm
Lyric,
still
yeah,
me,
yeah.
I'm
You
still
still
all
turn.
yeah, I'm still all those things,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
it's just different now. And so with that, I've been able to really enjoy motherhood. I've been able to be a stay-at-home mom since I've had her, and I'll be able to really pour into that. And
Yeah.
even with that has its struggles as well, but it's still a blessing to be able to do so. So, yeah, literally, it's just been an amazing process. It's still a process as you go, but
Yeah.
when I look back to where I was then and now, it's just like, wow, like he really transformed me into this mother mom
Yeah.
literally in a year.
Yeah.
Like in a
A
year.
whole
So,
different girl.
yeah.
Lady, woman.
Yeah, so it's really crazy. It really is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there was two things that you said that I thought were really, really something that I think is super important. The thing with Kaya, when you were just basically saying like, God, she didn't know what she was doing for you in that moment, but God used her through that. And I just thought that was so good because you need those people in your life. Like you need those people who are willing to really get down in the mud with you, because I mean you were in a towel, like, you know what I'm saying, like you need a friend who's gonna really pray for you in your
Yeah.
towel straight out the shower. Like you really need that. And I just thought that was really, really good because I mean I just love Kaya just in general, and she's always down to be there for people, but just hearing that story gave me chills because I'm like, she had no idea.
Yeah.
She had no idea, and that is something that you will probably never forget for the rest of your life. And then also what your you called him Poppy, right?
Yeah.
What your Poppy said about like if you're not feeling anything, if you're not being convicted, if you don't have all these feelings, that's somewhere you don't want to be. And it's like that is a very dangerous place to be, because when you don't care, you'll do anything.
Yeah.
And I think they might have said something like that at church the other day too. And I was like, that makes so much sense, because at least for next time, like, okay, this is how I want to go about this. If I want to have another child or something like that, like I want to do it a different way because I was convicted the last time or whatever the case may be. But that's just something I feel like people need to note. Like if you're in a space where you don't care,
Yeah.
that's a really, really dangerous place to be for sure.
And God can restore. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what path you're on in life, like he can still restore you. Like
Yeah.
come to him and literally as you are,
Yeah.
sinful, all the things, and let him like do the work and really trust in that. Like that's all he wants us to do. I mean, he knows that we're human and we're of our flesh, so he just wants us to need him. So yeah, I definitely agree with
and
that.
that come as you are piece. A lot of people say that, but they don't really like get it. Because it's like you don't have to be all cleaned and shaped up to be able to come to God. Like he's gonna do that when you get here. Just get there.
Yeah.
And then he'll do the rest of the stuff. But I'm happy. You know, I love Denim. She's so cute. I just love that baby. She's so cute. And she's literally the most. I say this to everybody. Anytime I talk about her, I'm like, bro, she's always smiling. I did hear her on the phone today, like, crying a little bit. I swear that's the first time I ever heard her cry. But, like, she is just the sweetest thing. So I'm happy that, you know, she is able to, like, you know, be here and transition you into a different type of person. But also add to our, like, little friend group, our little family, you know.
Man, it's crazy.
So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
for you. Happy
Thank
for
you.
her. So my next question is, because you're a mother now, you have to set all of these different rules, these boundaries, and also you have to find balance within like being a mom, being a friend, being in a relationships, and all of those different things. So how do you set those boundaries and also create that balance like within your life? And you're a business owner, so that's a whole nother thing on top of that.
Yeah.
So how does balance come into play?
Crazy thing. And my mom, she always thought this was so funny. She was like, your brain literally never stops. Like, I could think of 5 different things, like, fully in detail at one time.
Yeah.
So I feel like being a multitasker and being able to do and have different responsibilities and plans that I wanted to do has always been something that came naturally. And I work the best in, I'm not going to say chaos, but when there's multiple things going on, I work the best in those situations. So being a mom, entrepreneur, being a daughter, being a friend, being all these things, it actually comes really natural to me. One thing I will say, you have to prioritize time in relationship. That's been the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So really watering, you know, those relationships, because I feel like one, if you don't, you will get lost in yourself, in motherhood, in all of those things. And then also everyone that I have in my life, they truly like understand like where I'm at. So they meet me halfway. So if we got to plan something a month out, we just going to plan a month out. If because Kaya, with her children as well, they have play dates. If we want to do something tomorrow, we try to muster up and we go do it tomorrow. So it's a give and take with me and other people. And gratefully, literally everyone in my life, family and friends included, it's like, they're not, what's it called when people are like high maintenance? And no one's high maintenance when they're mad if I'm not calling every day or texting every day or all of those things. So I just think being intentional, reaching out when you can, you know, checkups and all of those things, that's really it for me, honestly.
Yeah, that girl talk, that, you know, sitting on the couch whenever you can.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And I feel like I've been going through that too. Like I've been trying to figure out the balance just because I've been having more things that I'm doing now than I feel like I have been before. And so I've been trying to find that, like, okay, I can talk to you at this time. I can get my own, because you still have to have time for yourself. Like, especially with you, like, being a mom, like, you have to find that time for, like, just lyric. Like, of course, you know, she always comes into play, but you have to, like, find that time for yourself. So I've been trying to figure out, like, what's my best, like, routine for, like, all of these different things. But also making sure that I don't lose myself in all of this stuff either. Because a lot of things have been, like, pulling at my time. And I told somebody the other day, I was like, y'all, I am very overwhelmed. Like, there's a lot of things happening right now. People are like, oh, you haven't called me? I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I got home at 10 o'clock tonight. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody now. But yeah, so I feel like it definitely is good to have a mind like yours where you can kind of focus on, like, multiple things at a time. So how do you find your like, lyric time? Like, or like, what do you do for you like without all the other things.
Yeah. Girl, I gotta get it how I can.
Okay.
But one thing about it, I'm not scared to call my mom. Like, can you watch her, please?
Yeah.
Like, the babysitters never played.
Yeah.
Like, from both sides. My family, his family, like, my homegirl. Like, if I need it, it's there. So, if I need the time, it's there.
Yeah.
It's accessible to me. But on an everyday, honestly, my thing is the shower.
Okay.
Like, I've always loved like a hot shower where, you know, all your steps, scrubs, and oils and
Yeah.
all that. That's just been my jam since literally like high school.
Yeah.
So on a regular day, I really take my time to just breathe and go through the motions, think about my day, play my music, sing in the shower. And that's the time that, you know, she's with her dad. Because like I said, I am a stay-at-home mom. So when he comes home, he definitely is very hands-on. Like, he's not the kind of guy where it's like, I had a long day at work. Yeah, like, no. Like, if I need time, if I'm going to do this and do that, he's literally jumping right on it and
Love
giving
that.
me that time as well. So, yeah, I feel like the everyday, definitely my shower. And then, honestly speaking, nowadays, when she's with my mom or her other grandmother and he's doing him, I just be at home, just want to lay in the bed.
Yeah.
Because it's rare that I just get to just like
Lay and be
be.
there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then like being able to fully be comfortable and have my nervous system relaxed with my daughter, somebody that I fully trust.
Right. Yeah.
Is with those people. So I just be wanting that time to just like, I just need to just not have any thought of, I gotta wash a bottle, I have to do this, I have to change a diaper. Like, once my mind is rested, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
What about you? Like, what do you do on a regular to just debrief?
I think that would be one. Just laying in my bed. I feel like I'm always like on the go doing something. And like for my job, I'm literally like at multiple schools in a day. So like when I say on the go, I literally mean on the go. So I would say definitely just kind of just being scrolling, doing that. I would also say just being able to catch up on my shows. Like, there's so many days where I just don't have time to like actually watch the stuff that I actually like to watch. So when I finally get the chance to like watch more than like 30 minutes of an episode, I'd be like, oh great, like I finally I know what happened. Like, I've been waiting on this. But also I like to watch House of Pain. I think it's so funny. Like, I literally watch it every single day.
That's your comfort show?
It's my comfort show. And I sometimes I'll be on the phone with people and they'll be like, what are you laughing at? I'm just watching House of Pain. Like, they be like, bro, you're really laughing at that? I'm like, yeah, it's like, it's really genuinely funny. But yeah, I would definitely say those things. Anytime I can turn on like karaoke's and just in my living room just sing, I know my neighbors cannot stand me, but I just be in here singing to the top of my lungs. And when I just realized I have not been able to do that in like probably weeks. So I need to make sure that I do that at some point. But yeah, I would say those are my things that I do to kind of just get my self-care time. But I've been trying more. I've realized the importance of it. Because at first I just feel like I was just doing whatever, kind of just going with the flow of things, and people want to do this, I'm going to do that, or people want to get on the phone, I'm answering. But now I'm kind of just putting that at the forefront, because I realize when I don't, I'm not showing up as my best self. So, but yeah, girl, I just be in here chilling, singing,
watching House of Pain. I feel like
Literally.
everyone has their like comfort show or thing.
What's your comfort show?
Mine is Sex and the City.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched that when I was pregnant, and it was Girlfriends, but then like Sex and the City just kept popping up, and I'm like, I'm gonna just turn it on, girl. I love Sex and the City. I watched that and vlogs. I'm a YouTube girly.
Okay.
Like all the girls.
I could so see that.
I literally have it on. Like when they drop, it sends me like whenever they drop.
You said I got the notification.
Yeah. Like literally, I have like my
funny.
solid 3 girls that I watch on a weekly basis, and that like the iPad kid. Like when I'm eating, oh my phone is up. I'm watching my vlog. Like for real. So yeah, that for sure. I love me a vlog.
Okay, so what is it about those shows? Because I know for me, House of Pain, it's because it's funny. Like, I genuinely think it's funny. But what about Sex and the City and those vlogs, like, bring you comfort or, like, make you want to just be locked in all the time?
Yeah, the vlogs, like just seeing how other women live and like their lifestyle, it just brings me encouragement. Like, dang, like she's really popping her one. Like she's doing this, she's doing that. So it exposes me to things that I'm not exposed to on a regular day.
Yeah.
I guess luxury wise. But then also like I'm just really interested in like what they do. Like, cause it's like interesting stuff. Like going to a coffee shop and doing Pilates, doing different fun things. This one girl, I watch her, Aaliyah Faces. She goes to like different brand events. So it's just like fun, girly things that I would like want to do, like to do if I had, you know, the opportunity to. So that is for enjoyment one, but then like inspiration and how I would want my life to be.
Yeah.
And then Sex in the City, it's just so girly pop. Like the fashion of Carrie and like the homegirls and everyone's different life that they have and how they still prioritize like linking up. I think it's at like a coffee shop or like a lunch place. They meet up and they have lunch and chat about what's going on. Like just all the things, just like, oh my goodness, like girlhood is just really the best hood.
It
like
is.
Without your girl,
the best hood
literally, without your girls, like what are you?
Yeah.
So I just love, because even in girlfriends, I just love the sisterhood of girlfriends. And it just reminds me of us and our friend group so much. Like we have our own lives going on, but we still chat and link up when we can and like all the things. So yeah, love it.
Yeah,
love it.
I love that. And that's funny that you said those shows remind you of us, because they literally do. Like, and the funny thing is we're all very similar, but we're all very different.
Yes.
Like, and somehow we all just go so well together.
Yes.
And it just works.
It works so well. And crazy thing about it, we all have big personalities. I feel like in some friend groups, when people have a bigger personality than others, it could come off very aggressive, very motherly, controlling to someone who's not that. Exactly. But it's like us, we have big personalities. We're not scared to speak our mind.
Yeah.
It's like our mothers raised us in the same way, but we come from so many different walks of life.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's just
like same words, different fonts.
Yeah, literally. Like, literally. But we're all those things, but we still, like, carry ourselves the same way but different.
Yeah.
We can speak our mind and get stuff across in a respectable way, and it's not like she said what, like we don't take it that way. I don't know. It's just like it weirdly works, and it works so well.
It does. And the funny thing is that you just said that I've had other female friends and I've had issues with them, like, and I have never had no like issue with any of y'all. Like, I mean, you know, all of us have our disagreements or whatever, but it's never been no like, okay, like, you know, like, it's always just been cool. Like, if we have a problem or whatever, we just talk about it, we say it, and then we move on. Like, and we just be cool.
Yeah,
like,
literally,
just be cool.
Literally, like, I literally love my homegirls down. Like, I have childhood friends and then college friends.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm close with my childhood friends because we grew up together.
Right.
But I genuinely feel like your college adult friends is just like, it's just different.
Yeah, different bonds.
Yeah.
Because y'all bonded over more adult things, like more, I don't know.
And you live the same, like we were both freshmen in college and not together trying to figure stuff out. And, you know, we were in the guts of.
We was all broke.
Literally.
We was all having fun, failing classes.
All the things.
Trying to figure it out.
All the things.
Literally.
So it may be a trauma bond, a college trauma.
But trauma bond turned like real friendship. So, you know, like we're good. We're good.
College was definitely a little ghetto.
Heavy on the ghetto, especially in Akron.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Akron down. Like, love University of Akron. I would not have any of y'all if I didn't go there. But baby, when I tell you that was the trenches. Like, it was just like, what are we even doing here?
Yeah, that's the best thing about Akron was meeting my friends. Literally. By far. That was the only thing I got out of Akron. No shade.
No
but
shade.
Yeah, that was the only thing. And that's funny because I was thinking about that on the way here about like friendships, and I was just thinking like, personally, I have good, healthy relationship with all my friends, but I feel like sometimes in meeting new friendships, a lot of women don't experience good friendships, so they don't know how to be a friend back.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I've never had that problem with any of my friends. And I just like being such like a non-judgmental, open person, like just easy breezy going. Like if you need to talk, we can talk. Do you want me to shut up or do you want feedback? Like,
No, for real.
or like, which one are we
Yeah,
doing here?
yeah.
Like, just being flexible in your friendships. I feel like I have good bonds with literally all my friends, but it's like in a unique way.
Yeah.
And I'm really thankful for that because I feel like a lot of people don't have that or they don't experience good friendships.
Yeah.
Or people I see people say online like if you have one good friend, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
And it is for sure. But it's like I have multiple good
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, yeah.
Like literally multiple. And that's a blessing.
And
Like
it's a true blessing because like my family, a lot of them don't have like a whole lot of friends outside of like just us. And so like sometimes I'll be like, well, Kylie, you have all these friends, like y'all always doing something or whatever, and I'll be like, y'all, like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, I just got good people, like,
Yeah.
and I like to be with them. I like to hang out with them too. But I truly have realized how much of a blessing it is because I've watched other women who don't have like all of those things, and like family is great, of course, but you know, it's just different. Like with people that you choose, that you get to pick. Like we don't have to be in each other's life, but we choose to do that every day. So I just think it's like it is definitely a blessing that a lot of people don't get to experience. Because even if we all don't talk for months, we get together and it's like we ain't missed a day. And I mean, when's the next link up, anyways? Because I can't wait.
Yeah. With the boys.
Right.
Yeah.
This is for y'all.
With the boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, the family link ups is like we ain't seen each other in how long, but the vibes always
Laughing,
there. What?
Just like we was back in college again.
Yeah.
Just kicking it, having a ball. But I do have another question. So you said that you were a stay-at-home mom. How is that? Because there's so much controversy around like being a stay-at-home mom. People think it's a very easy job. If you're a girl, you know that it's not an easy job, and it's a true job. It's not just I'm at home kicking it with the baby. Like this is a real, actual job. So can you speak to that and like how that transition was? Because I mean, you have been a business owner. You know, you have a lot of things that you do throughout your day, but obviously, you know, once you're a stay-at-home mom, you're kind of just at home more than what you would have been doing before. So how's that?
Honestly, it has been like the most fantastic experience ever. And I do be broke. The pockets are a little dry.
Yeah.
But it's like there's no price on being with my daughter and having that time with her. So initially, I didn't plan to be a stay-at-home mom because I was going back to work, but things didn't go as planned at the job that I had, so I had to leave. And when I asked him, like, I was just so overwhelmed, and he was just like, you know, you can just stay home and do that. I was just like, what?
That's a man.
You said
He's
what?
a good man.
You said what? Say no more.
Gotta tell me twice.
What? House clean, meals cooked. Like, that's the least I could do.
Yeah.
So when initially it not being planned, it's like, okay, so like, what do I do? And so like adapting to taking care of her, it was just so seamless for me.
Yeah.
Like the feeding, the changing, all the laundry, like all of that. It was like fun. Like it was fun. So I can do all of these things and be home and then just cook.
Yeah.
And just straighten up. I love to clean. So it's like
I'm in heaven.
is this a dream? Like, is this a dream right now?
Yeah.
So with that, it was good. But I will say, my mind just never relaxes. And I'm in the house in those four walls every single day.
Yeah.
So with that, I have to plan outings to go to like the park or link up with Kaya and, you know, get us out the house.
Yeah.
Because when I tell him, like, although you're going to work, it's work, but like you're still getting time to yourself.
Yeah.
Like I don't have set time to myself because
I interacting with other people.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, so I will say it is kind of I don't want to say frustrating because that's not the proper word. It's not frustrating, overwhelming to be in those four walls. So creating time, and then outside of that, having a friend that's also a stay-at-home mom, we are here.
Yeah.
Like we're literally eye to eye. So having someone to call, like, girl, he
Yeah.
what or this or like whatever. Those 30 seconds, minute voice notes of just venting,
Yeah. Yeah.
it holds me down.
Yeah.
It really does. And then also how I said like the pockets are dry. It not having a job. Obviously, I don't have any like set income, but I have a friend. She's a nurse and she was in nursing school when she was pregnant. So she has worked and her family has helped and supported her with childcare and all that. And just us talking, she just talks about and reflects on not being able to be with her daughter more because she has to work.
Yeah.
So for her instance, she has the money, but the time.
Right. So
On my
you gotta
end,
trade it.
yeah. So I feel like regardless, it's a trade. There's going to be ups and downs, pros and cons of either one. And so times where I do get overwhelmed, like I just want to do this, this, and this, but I hate having to ask people for money, ask him for money all the time, which, he doesn't mind giving it to me. Like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
But still, but still, like having to do that, it's just like, dang, like I just really want to do it on my own. And being as a business owner and making fast money and having it like that, it's like I was just used to that. So there have been times where I'm just like, bro, like I hate having to ask people for stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to go back to work. And she'll just remind me, like, I wish that I was able to do that.
Yeah.
I know it's hard and all that, but these times that you have, like, you're never going to get them back.
Yeah.
And they're really important for her, like the one-on-one time with bonding with her, for her growth. Because we do like school stuff and reading. We go over, shapes and letters and all that. So me being able to like do that one-on-one, it's just things that I'll never will get back as she gets older. So that is really one thing that holds me down emotionally when I start having those thoughts about only being at home. Is like, this is for her betterment and it's a time that like I will literally never get back.
Yeah, and you'll be able to look at that like as her life goes on. You're like, wow, like all those foundational things that I was able to give you when I was able to stay home, like I see those in you now. And also, I mean, if you send her to daycare, they don't, because of the volume of kids that they have, she wouldn't get all of those things that you're able to give her, all that bonding and like especially the learning stuff. Like they learn it, but like it's 6 kids to one teacher. Like they ain't learning individually, like, all of that stuff. So that's, I think there definitely is beauty in that. Of course there's, pros and cons, but when you look at the bigger picture of it all, it's like, okay, this is worth it.
Yeah.
It's not just something that I'm just doing, but it's something that actually has value to it. I was going to ask another question. Okay, so you said that sometimes it can be hard just being within those 4 walls. So on those days where you can't get out, where you can't do things, or your mind is running, how do you press through that? Like, how do you get through those harder days?
Now that she's a little bit older and she's like crawling, moving, her personality is full blown.
Yeah.
Full blown personality. And I see like she recognizes this is my mom. She cares for me. I love her. I want to, like, we play and do activities and like have those moments all day long. So I just try to structure her days. Like, we have a set schedule, but I don't stay with that schedule every day. Like, if she takes a nap early, it's like, whatever, you take a nap early. But I have a schedule that we kind of follow every day. And then, like, as the day goes on, it's just, like, really taking time to, like, just play with her. Because at one point, I would, like, put her in her room for independent play. I always call her my independent queen because she'll play by herself. She'll go to bed on her own. Like, love that for her. Love that for her. So at first, like, once she got a little older to like play and move around, I'm like, okay, cool. She can go do this. Let me clean and do this and this and this. And then time will go by. She's in there for 45 minutes playing. And it's like, oh, but like I'm going to play with her.
Yeah.
So now I'm learning to like structure my days and play, enjoy. When she does fall asleep, then I'll do those things so I can spend that one-on-one time with her. So right now, just really taking time to be present.
Yeah.
And play and teach and all of that, especially now that she's older and more active. So yeah, definitely. I know obviously you're not a mother,
Right.
but do you see yourself being like a stay-at-home mom, or do you want to, like, how does that look like for you? Like, how do you think that will look like for you?
So that's actually so funny because I just was having this conversation the other day and I was like, part of me doesn't think that I would be a stay-at-home mom just because I'm like I brought up the whole time during COVID. I was like in the house like, bro, I cannot do this. Like I'm literally sitting and I remember I was laying on the floor and I was talking to him. I was like, I am so bored. Like I just can't do this. Like I can't be in the house. But part of me says I would do it for a little bit. Another part of me says, like I was just saying to you, there's such a big picture behind that. Like there's so many things that, I could experience with my baby could experience with me, I can teach them all of those things. So honestly, I don't know. I would definitely have to see like whenever that time came. But I would want to do it for a little while. I'm not sure how long it would last, but I would want to do it. And it also depends on kind of like where I'm at, like career wise, and where my husband or whoever is at. Because I mean, if he can do it, let's do it. Why not? At least for 6 months, at the least. But I will say, it also depends on what my like village is looking like, because I've always said I don't ever want to put my kids in daycare if they can't talk. If you can't come back home and tell me how your day was, then I don't want you to go to daycare.
Yeah.
Now I'll send you to like family, like my mom or whatever, people that I trust to be able to like watch them as I'm going to work. But daycares, I've worked in daycare, so I just know like there's just so many things that take place that I just wouldn't want my kids to experience. And it's not all bad, it's just not all good for them either. So if it was like on the, oh, you either gonna send them to daycare or they stay at home with you, we're gonna pick stay at home for sure.
Yeah.
Until they can talk, and then in that case we're good. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was something that we had talked about too. Like, he agreed he didn't want her to go until she could talk or tell us what was going on. So, thankfully that was the case. But me being a business owner, and I was still working and doing what I could on the weekend, but like on a regular day, it's like I can't keep neglecting my business. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm passionate about. That's how I'm making my money personally. So, heavy on the yes, but not for a long time. So now we're transitioning into childcare, but thank God we found a lady. She does private childcare at her home, and there's only 3 babies there.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah. So it ended up working out. Like, we went and met her, and the space is really nice.
That's good.
She teaches them like hands on. They have no screen time,
Great.
so it just, girl, great. Like, I'm not opposed of screen time, because Lord knows she will watch some Miss Rachel. She loves.
Bro, you be like, got Miss Rachel on.
She will watch
Shout
Miss Rachel. Literally, and Miss Keisha.
Okay.
But all the time, like, no. Like, I was just like, she's too young for screen time. Like, that's crazy. So the fact that it was no screen time and she's so hands-on, love that. So now I will be working during the week at the shop and on the weekends. So, girl, pray for your girl. Cause my baby about to be to daycare. I'm like, I'm gonna be calling like, what's she doing? Send me a picture. Do they have cameras in the daycare? She doesn't have cameras, but the app that we use, she sends like photos and updates throughout the day. Like what they're doing, what they're eating. They have, I think, letters and shape of the week. So she'll teach that, and then at home we'll like teach them at home. And like all the kids there are like very ahead, super smart, because she's so like hands-on with the learning. So yeah, I'm excited for that, but also like a little nervous since I've been with her. So that's a new journey that we're going to go on this upcoming month or so.
Okay, this month? Goodness. Yeah. My God.
Yeah, girl.
But she'll be great. She'll be fine for sure. And I mean, she'll get to be able to like interact with more kids and stuff. And I know she like, hangs out with the twins and stuff like that. But, just having that interaction. Because I do think that is a very big benefit of daycare. That social interaction. Because I mean, yes, she's interacting with you, but you're a grown adult, and like versus another baby. So that's good too. It just is a little scary. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be calling you too, like, when does she start? Is she okay? How's her first day? Make
I'm
sure you
be
take a picture.
right.
You know she be doing her photo shoots. My girl is a whole model and she ain't even one yet.
My dad been trying to talk me into doing her baby modeling. I'm like, bro, no.
She could be a Gerber baby. Is that a thing anymore?
I don't know. I don't know if it is, but they have like kids casting and like I've looked into it, but it was so overwhelming. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
I
it's
have,
probably a lot.
yeah. I'm like, are you gonna pay?
No, for real.
Because I'm not paying all that money. And then like people were saying like they would pay and then they don't get casted and all that. It was just sounded like a headache more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
anything. So we're gonna keep doing her monthly ones
yeah.
on IG.
Maybe they'll
And
just see her and they'll
right,
just pick her up and be like, "Oh yeah, we like her.
you're perfect.
Come on," because she definitely has that cute little round head, her little cheeks, and she's always smiling. I think that's like, I love all babies, but I think that is the best part about her. Like, I remember we was all bowling and she literally was just like, she was just happy to be there. Like, I was just like, bro, she hasn't cried once. And we were passing her from person to person to person, and she was cool. Like, she was just like,
Girl, she's really a people person. Like
that's
even
good.
as a baby, because like when we go to like the little play centers, girl, she'll go up to the parents and crawl at the
I'm
kids. Like we went a few
crying.
weeks ago. It was a little baby. She was a month older than her. And my daughter crawled over to her and was like looking at her, like trying to touch her, interact. Baby was looking like, yeah, like mom, that's a little too much. But
I
yeah,
understand.
she's very like interactive with adults, kids, like all of the things. So I love that for my independent queen.
Yes. Yes, I love that. Okay, so I have one last question, and then if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. But just I guess in life, you can tailor this to motherhood. You can tailor this to whatever you want to tailor it to. But what is one piece of advice you wish you would have gotten sooner?
One piece I think it would just be it's okay to mess up and try different things and not have everything figured out at a certain time period.
Yeah.
I feel like when I graduated high school, obviously I wanted to go to college, but I had all these like expectations of I have to do this.
Yeah.
I gotta do this by this time, by this age. But as you grow, it's like there's really no set age on figuring stuff out. You learn, you go through things, you may fail,
Yeah.
and then you'll come back 10 times stronger. Then you may go back again and fail again, and then you
Right.
just learn and keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like life is literally like a balance beam. And so, yeah, I would just tell myself like it's okay to try things, figure it out, and if you fail, just figure out other things
Yeah.
and just see what works for you. I think that's something that I learned in early adulthood that now it has grounded me in like when things don't go as expected
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever. It's just like, it's cool, it's okay. We're just going to keep doing this
Right.
and
Yeah.
then that be it. And also with that, like you don't have so much pressure on yourself. Like, cause that pressure of, I gotta have this, like that could be a lot.
Yeah.
And Lord knows life is already hard as is. So
Adding extra pressure. It's
yeah, adding
crazy.
that extra pressure, it will really do some mental damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. How about you?
I would say before I answer that, I 100% agree. I think that, I don't know. There's You'll like have your mind made up about what you want to do, and then the funny thing is sometimes your mind will completely change anyway. So like I knew what I wanted to do when I graduated high school, but I'm not even close to doing that right now. Which I mean, it's still on my radar, but there's so many things that I want to check off the box now. And so I think just give yourself the grace of like knowing you might not even want to do those things anymore. So it's no reason to really like beat yourself up about it. But a piece of advice I would give, I wish I would have had sooner, making sure that you're pouring into yourself more than at the same rate that you're pouring into everybody else. That whole like you can't pour from an empty cup. I've heard that before, but I never really like got it until I didn't have a choice but to get it. And so I think just prioritizing how you take care of yourself so then you can show up as your real self, your most authentic self, your best self. Because I mean, I feel like I've shown up in places where I was good, but like I wasn't great. I wasn't my normal regular self. I was just acting or putting on a mask. So I think, yeah, make sure that you pour it into yourself for real and not just like for fake.
No, that is definitely true. And have you, or have you, and then personally I have you like experienced relationships with someone where it's like they expect you to show up a certain way, but you're going through stuff personally that you're not ready to share. So then it's like, oh, I know I need to be doing this or showing up like this, but it's like, I genuinely don't even have it,
bro.
Like, I don't have it. Like, it's hard for me to just get up and do whatever. So, like, it is about impossible for me to, do for you. There's a time one of my friends, I wasn't showing up for her how I wanted to, and I knew she probably felt away, and it caused like a slight strain in our relationship. But literally after one conversation, it was just like, wow. And she ended up saying like, I apologize for, expecting that of you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know that, that was going on. And I did feel bad. And I, said sorry for that. But I'm like, I was so like low and off my stuff. Like, I couldn't even really be there for myself.
Yeah. Let alone somebody else.
Yeah, like it really does get difficult. So one, being able to have that conversation with someone and them be receptive and be like, you know what, like, I accept your apology, I understand, and then go from that is amazing, because life be lifing.
Life definitely be lifing. And I would say, for one, I feel like I've been the person who's been like on the salty end. But also, I think that I've also been the person who has not been able to show up. But I always say, like, I think it has a lot more to do with communication, because anytime I've ever been on the salty end of things, it's because I didn't know. Like, it just feels like you're just not because you don't want to. Which a lot of the times that's not the case, especially when you're dealing with real friendships. Like, you have to assume that they're not doing things out of, like, malicious intent. So I have definitely experienced that, but I just try to like keep the line of communication open, because I'm very understanding. Like, I'll be going through my own stuff. Everybody else be going through their own stuff. I just be trying to be like, okay, just don't leave people in the dark. Like, hey girl, I saw you call me, but can't answer because, I just don't have it in me, or like whatever. And I've been trying to do that for people, because like right now I'm kind of in a space where it's like, if you call, I might answer, might not, like, and it's no reason for anybody else. It really has everything to do with me.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to like at least, and I'm not great at it, but I'll try my best to like text back and be like, hey, I'll call you tomorrow, or like whatever. So yeah, I definitely have experienced that, but I just think as long as we communicate, then like I'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not answering a call and be like, I don't got it, girl, that's too real. Because I mean, I know it's an ongoing joke in our friend group. Like, Lyric don't never answer the phone.
Lyric and Bobby. Count on them. Respond in a week.
I do be busy, but sometimes I just be like, I don't feel like talking right now.
No, yeah.
Like, it's just
Lyric,
like,
let me give you your flowers right now, because here recently, you've been on it. Like, you've been like, I'll text you'll respond. Usually, it used to be like, I would always make sure, like, okay, I'm gonna give Lyric like 3 to 5 business days. But like here recently, girl, you've been like texting back. I was like, oh, this is a different Lyric. Like, what is this? No, but yeah, sometimes you genuinely don't have it in you. Like, and I never used to be that person, but just experiencing some of the things that I've been experiencing just like over the last year, it's genuinely been times where I will look at the phone and be like,
not today.
Can't even do it. Like, can't even do it. And the funny thing is, I was having a conversation. I don't like that. Like, I don't like that I'll be like, yeah, I don't want to talk, so I'm not answering the phone. It just makes me like, oh, I feel selfish, I guess. Yeah. I feel like I'm doing the relationship a disservice, but if I don't got it, I just don't got it. Yeah. Like, I just don't got it. And I'm sorry, but I'll have it for you another day. I'll definitely
sorry
have it for
to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't fake it. Like, if I'm not, like, I want to be like, hey, be myself and talk. So if you call me and I know I don't have that, you're going to be like, ooh, like, what's wrong with you? And then it's like, I don't want to have to explain.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know what's wrong. It just, I just ain't feeling it. And I don't want to have to, get into all that. So That'd be another thing too. Like when I don't feel like I don't want to fake it, I have to overly explain. It's
Yeah.
just like I'll just get back to you when I'm feeling like,
Yeah.
lyric for real.
And see,
So,
and that's all I be trying to like do is like I just gotta let you know, I just don't got it today, and then whenever I got it, I'll give it to you, but I can't. But me and Alani had we made like a, which we don't use it very often because we just be calling, but like we watched this video and it was like if you text somebody, basically everybody has 8 minutes. Like you at least have 8 minutes. If it's something really important, like you genuinely need me to talk to you about, even if I don't have it, if you text me and say like, hey, I need at least 8 minutes of your time, you got it. Like even if I'm not cool, but on a regular day, if I don't got it and it ain't an 8 minutes type thing,
yeah.
then we'll get back. We'll revisit.
Speaking of 8 minutes, we gotta get back on Wednesday waffles.
Please.
We have not did a Wednesday waffle in.
And I feel like everybody's life has been Wednesday waffle worthy.
Bro,
like,
literally.
It has
literally.
been.
And the Wednesday waffles used to go crazy.
They did. We used to be in there 5-minute videos like, yeah, so this, that, and the third. We definitely need to get back on that.
Yeah, no, like literally this week.
Yeah, and our shared album too. It's been dark.
Yeah, I just got approved in the share album.
Oh,
I figured out on my settings, I didn't have it turned on. So as soon as I turned it on, it popped up like they invited you. So now I can see all the stuff.
Everything that was already in there?
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
we definitely need to get back on those two things because those were good. And the Instagram.
Yes. I forgot about the Instagram.
I don't know that I have the password.
I forgot about the Instagram.
We definitely need to get back on
I
there.
don't have the password either, but I know Bobby got the password.
Okay.
I know she got the password.
I'm going to text her as soon as we get done here. I'm going to be like, hey girl, we need that password to Instagram.
Man, I cannot believe I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, we got to get on it.
Yeah. And we got to get our link up, and then I feel like we'll have handled all the things.
Mm-hmm. Now that people got other life.
We've got additions. We've got young additions. We've got grown adult additions. Everybody's just growing in different ways.
So many things are going
So
on.
many things.
Yeah, no, we got to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I thank y'all for coming to this next episode. Do you have anything you want to leave the people with? Anything that you want to say? Like if you had to give your message to the world and you wanted them to take just one thing from this video, what would it be?
Mm-hmm. I would just really want to say, when life has you going down a path that you're really unsure of, even when it's hard to have faith, like just have a little, like as a mustard seed. It's so true. Because once you have that little bit of faith, like God will literally like do the rest.
Yeah.
So yeah, please just have faith, even when it is hard, when it is difficult, when it's hard to pray, when it's hard to go to him and like, ask for whatever it is that you need. Even when it's like, God, I just need help, or that, like he knows how we feel. He knows what we have. So the fact that you're giving him that when you have nothing, that's all he wants. So that, and then also for you, for this wonderful podcast, girl. One thing about my friend here, when she got her mind settled on something, she's going to do it. So seeing you like start this and all the wonderful guests that you've had so far, and it's like only beginning. It's literally like so inspirational, and I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. Y'all be trying to get me so bad with these ending parts, and it's so funny because I'm like, okay, say something to the world, and then y'all turn and look at me, and I'll be like, oh shoot, here we go. And y'all know I'm the biggest crybaby ever. And the crazy part is that's the first one where I started welling up a little bit. Where you can like feel it. Yeah,
feel it.
So I was like, okay, Kyla, are you about to cry today? Or like, no, but I really do appreciate that, and every time somebody says that, I have to point out the fact that this was something that I've been wanting to do, but I was doing it in my own way, and once I realized like I have to do this in God's way, every time y'all say something like that, I just be like, okay, this is doing what it's supposed to do. Like it was at first it was just like, oh, I want to talk, but now it's like, okay, I want to talk, I want to be able to like have conversations that are actually meaningful. And like if you look at this podcast, it's not being advertised as like a Christian podcast or like a podcast that has anything to do with God. But I tell people all the time, I believe in God, therefore when you get on here, you're gonna hear about him. And he's the one who gave me the idea. So just every time somebody says that, I just have to be like, okay, like this is doing doing its job. It's doing what it needs to do. So I really appreciate that.
Of course.
I would say to the world, I have to agree with Lyric. Like, just having that faith, and moving, even when you don't know where you're going. That's something that I've been trying to do better at. But just, going, even if you don't know where you're going, having that community, having those people in your life who will speak life into you, being willing to be open, and have conversations, so then you can get, lifted up in those times where you're having a hard time. Just be vulnerable. That's what I would say. And, I'm excited to just continue to see what you have going on in life. And I just, I remember college Lyric, so to see woman Lyric is just a blessing, and it's so cool to see you, being a mom and just doing all the things, all your content and stuff. So I'm just loving it. I'm here for it. And I'm super excited to see what's next.
Thank you.
Columbus, if y'all didn't hear her in the beginning, House of Liz is in Columbus, and make sure y'all book, make sure y'all tag her and all y'all stuff, whatever y'all need to do to make sure her stuff get out there and she get all them clients. Make sure y'all do that.
Yes, come see a girl. Come see me, please.
Eyebrows,
waxes, brow laminations, all the girly things.
All the things.
Yes,
all
for sure.
So make sure y'all book.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course.
It's been a ball.
So much. I had a ball.
I know it's a podcast, but this feels like just a yap with
my
homegirl.
Yap session.
A yap with the homegirl.
Yap session. And that's what I want it to be. I don't want it to be. That's why I say, like, I'm not interviewing y'all. Like, this is just a yap. This is just a talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thank you so much. I thank y'all for watching. Y'all know whatever the kids say. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good jazz. And see us again for another episode of Let's Cry Together, where you're not required to cry. But if you want to, you definitely don't have to do it alone. I love y'all, and see y'all later. Thanks, girl. That was so great.